This is a Headgum original.
Just like a little amount of vocal fry that we all can have, but not overdoing it in a way where someone would write a mean comment about it.
So we're all gonna have vocal fry.
No, we're not. That's the thing. I'm not going to.
Okay.
Kind of a cold open in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. A natural. Are we recording?
I didn't even know we started. Yeah.
Do that,
Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting lineup. Sorry. It's one of those podcasts suddenly where it's like the host talks uninterrupted for like an hour and a half. And then it's like, I introduce you and then you talk.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Do you want me to introduce you straight up top so you can talk?
Whenever.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm happy to be here either way.
That vocal fry you're hearing is Zach Dunn.
Nice.
We got Johnny Bill on the sax, seemingly out of the hospital fine.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Way too happy, by the way.
Watched a couple Tony Robbins videos and I'm back to normal.
Yeah, you were saying that you Wim Hof breath worked your way out of the Johnny. Right. But you don't seem calm. You just seem like you're happy, but behind a very thin, fragile
I had 3 monsters
veneer.
before I got here.
That's too many.
My heart is fucking pounding.
Right.
But I'm excited to be on the show.
And Allie Khan bringing up the rear. We have you in a single. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Michael.
Mr. Michael?
Mr. Michael.
Marty, the CEO of the company.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
It was a fun twist.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like DeMille.
Mm-hmm.
I guess same amount of syllables.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. McCall.
There we go.
That's good. All right. You know, I honestly came in here being like, none of this is going to be demure. None of this is going to be up to par. We might not even release this episode.
Oh.
But I'm starting to feel some energy from you guys.
Why did you feel that way?
Just because of how the writing advice episodes have gone. The very first one was with Johnny and you.
Yeah.
Not with Allie,
On
but
Zoom.
still. And and that one was a hit. The second one, a little bit lesser than that. The third one was a disaster. When was the third one? That was during the 200th episode?
Yeah. Is that what you're talking about?
That is the segment I'm referring to.
Yeah.
I just was not high on the idea of this lineup. And I don't mean this to be rude. I just have to be honest.
Who put it together?
It was ultimately me. It was me and Anya.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes, you know, Jake and Amir host a show called Segments. I like to think of every time there's a lineup like this show's called Dregments. Because it's the dregs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's good to know how you're feeling up top about us.
It's just up top. That's really, I'm glad that you caught that delineation because I'm open to change and I'm open to it going well.
Well, it's just interesting because I feel like you've really gassed me up a lot.
That's true.
In the last couple years, being like, you're a popular guest on I was the first guest on the podcast.
Right. First in the 6-timers club, I think, is this.
Yeah.
Or is it 7?
I don't know. But
you don't know, or you're not happy?
You're just negging me immediately.
That's true. That's true.
More negments, almost.
It makes me feel higher than thou.
Yeah.
That way, I'm not like floundering vocally. Fried
flounder.
Right. Yeah.
Sort of your vocal approach.
You don't want to speak at all more to the fact that last time you were here, you were basically on a gurney. Now you're fine. Dressed almost to the 9s, by the way. Do you want to show people your boots?
Nice boots.
Thank you. Had a little bit of retail therapy, had a bit of real therapy.
And you think that helped?
That did help.
Some people do PT, you do RT.
Zach, I had to save it for the pod, but how was your day?
That's crazy. Thank you. That's
crazy.
Such a nice question.
The question you should have asked before the show.
My day's been good. I mean, pretty chill thus far. This is
Okay.
sort of built my whole day around this, I guess. Thought
really?
it'd be fun and nice. I was excited about the lineup and
I'm not worried about
vibes.
it. I'm not worried about it. I just was anxious of it.
okay. Synonyms.
I wasn't looking forward to this.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say.
We get that, obviously.
Right? I'm just saying it's not worry.
What would be your dream? Like, if you could sub us all out for people, what would that be?
Oh, God. I mean, it's got to be someone political to start.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind if there's like a John Tester, if there's like a border state Democratic person.
Gwen
like
Walls.
I wouldn't mind Gus Walls on the show, chaperoned by Glenn, which means it does really. Which means it doesn't count.
Yeah.
They count as one. Anyone in the same family, one person basically. I wouldn't mind Allie on that episode. She's not the issue, and neither is Johnny. And
oh, okay. I guess.
I think I'm doing the math. Okay, that's kind of a new character vibe.
Cool.
Guy who does the math.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. You gotta wear like a turtleneck for that.
Okay.
So you could be like, yee.
No, totally. I could do it with this.
This is a great shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
What does it say?
It says real men play with their flies, and it's my dad's old fly fishing shirt that I stole from him.
That's beautiful.
Thanks.
And Johnny, you have a WGA shirt.
Yeah, because I thought this was going to be a writing advice episode.
Who says it isn't?
You.
I mean, the title
That's
will
true.
presumably communicate.
It's going to
whether
be
it is.
entirely different in a way, but similar enough that it's canon.
Oh,
I'm
good.
obviously
this
concerned
is
with what's canon. Yeah.
Okay, amazing.
Wow.
Honestly, maybe I'm fine with just Gus and Allie.
I mean, I would listen to that.
Yeah, me too.
Fine, Oprah.
And Oprah?
And Oprah, because then I might get a fucking Jeep.
You think she just hands Jeeps away?
Yeah, she's still doing
that
that.
was
She's
one
richer than
time.
ever. Really?
The car thing was one time.
Yeah, and
you
also-
define her by one day.
Most
like-
I
of the
just
people
think
had
that
to give the
she's
cars
bringing
back.
back the joy. Did you guys watch the DNC that night?
I missed that one that night.
You said they had to give back the Jeeps?
Yeah, it was a lot of people couldn't pay for the insurance.
Right.
And
Oh.
so they were gifted something that they ultimately couldn't even afford to keep.
It's like those Extreme Home Makeover Edition things.
Yeah, it's
I can't maintain a pool. Like, why'd you give me one? That's like buying someone a dog.
my high school, or no, not high school, my middle school science teacher was one of the people who won one of the cars, and she was there that day and she sold it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And that was like her thing that she'd say on the first day of 6th grade to make you be like, this class is going to be awesome.
Was she right? Was it an awesome class?
It was an awesome class. And and I knew that it was going to be because I was like, well, she was on Oprah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What a day to be on Oprah.
It's kind of like,
That's what I
she's
was
a
gonna
star.
say. What a day.
Yeah.
Okay. You could just let me say it. I mean, it just needs to be said once.
I
don't you
just,
think?
I feel like it fosters camaraderie when I'm like, what you were going to say is exactly what I was going to say.
It feels like you're leading into a more contentious vibe between us for this appearance, which I'm excited about. But
Tension.
Right, that's part of contentious in a word. Same root.
The etymology.
Etymology.
Of it,
Yeah, I was going to say that.
But you were saying, Allie, that your 6th grade, what was it? Social studies?
Science.
Which is kind of a social study in a way because it's the study of how social cells can be with one another.
Yeah. That's you couldn't connect that dot.
Midwest. That's the connector between me and Allie. Chicago, Cleveland.
Don't make connections.
Midwest
Really?
princess. You.
Yeah, is that a new hat?
Yeah.
It's a Chapel Roan hat.
Yeah, I know. Is it new?
Newish. I bought it. I pre-ordered the bitch. Pardon my French. Before people were wearing them because nobody had gotten their grubby little hands on them. Suddenly, every guy who wants to signal he's an ally is wearing this shit.
It's really funny to do the thing of I was listening to her before the album came out, but about a hat.
Oh, about a hat. I hadn't heard her music until she was popular as shit. I'm just saying I bought the hat on pre-order. And then everybody started wearing them, and now I feel like I'm just like everybody. We all have anxiety.
Well, what's so wrong about that? Why do you have to be so unique?
What's wrong about that is what's wrong with the hat, which is that every Tom, Dick, and Larence has the shit. I'm not going to wear a WGA shirt now. I'm not going to wear your dad's fishing tee.
I don't think that's an option.
I'm basically wearing the same jeans as Allie, and I can't live it down.
It's true. Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, I don't think that's on camera, your jeans, I would assume.
That's fair.
I should get a pants cam.
I was going to say a lower body cam.
You are talking about your ankles a lot.
Yeah, well, that's why I do wear the boots because, it helps hide the thankles.
Yeah.
So...
You look great.
You don't have to say that.
No, you do.
I showered. That's the difference. I don't shower every day. I try to conserve water, and I don't like showering.
How long do you shower? I feel like conserving water. Exactly, right?
But it feels like hours. How How does everybody feel, though, with this start to the show? Because I feel like we've also done the audit episode. That's not what's happening now.
Yeah, that was good. Should we do that again? People like that.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. I thought it was good.
Me too.
It was funny.
You've never heard it?
That's a pre-Allie era.
And what an era it's been.
Has there ever been a best episode ever? I think this could be best episode ever 1.
That's
and then
a
the
good
only
There is
one.
a worst episode ever 7 coming out. What will have been a week before this episode airs. But it was actually kind of good. It's just every time Andrew Pyle is on the show, I name the episode worst episode ever.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You really love that.
My first appearance on the show, which was like the 5th or 6th episode of this podcast, was just Jeffrey asking me very dry questions about what we do in the shadows.
Of course.
Which I just started writing for. And it was the most just like normal, chill conveation.
How is that not what this is? I get that the writing advice is a lot for you.
But the
because
show has just changed so much. Now every segment is about like gash or something.
Yeah, or jeans
Yeah.
or joy or
And it's kind of like maybe we go back to that.
Well, we're not going back. We're not going back.
Glenn Walls.
Yeah. Glenn,
yeah.
Yeah. By Jan Bonnie Gwen. Is she Scottish? Or
I don't think so.
I feel like I'm getting a lot from Zach. I'm getting nothing from the flanks.
Okay.
Is it something I am or something I
You
say?
are, yeah.
I don't know. I kind of feel like the way that it's starting, we're kind of pitted against you, and we're in this like underdog guest situation where we need to like prevail and like prove that this is a fine lineup and it's okay that we came to the office today to do this.
I think it's a great lineup.
I was excited to see you, and I was excited to see you.
Yeah.
I don't even mind the camaraderie that's happening on the other side of the desk. I think the lineup could prove me wrong. That's the challenge.
So you're trying to do like you're trying to set us up.
You're trying to
prove you wrong, to
in a way,
inspire us.
reverse psychology, say that we're shit, so then we do really well, and then you're like, see, that's all you needed.
That's all you needed to do was to be kind of coached by me.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how like comedy works.
What about like improv teams have coaches?
But they don't say you're bad, you're not funny. Prove me wrong.
Will Hines told me that. We always have to do this bullshit segment. Let's just power through. My Bond of the Week is Albert Lance.
Who's that?
You guys know J.D. Vance?
Mm-hmm.
This is Albert Lance. He's an operatic tenor, sort of a vocalist, really. And I just, like, imagine 007 with the voice of a dove.
Why would that be?
Do doves
Good for
sound
him.
good?
If you don't like that, then imagine Albert Lance with like a license to kill / drive.
Right, but we don't know Albert Lance.
Yeah.
He's an operatic tenor.
I know, but it's just that info's new for us.
I'm still processing it, which is why I need to take time.
When I learn about a new person, it takes me a few minutes to like upload that.
You have to understand who Lance is to understand what he would be like as Bond.
Yeah.
I get it. You guys sometimes talk to me like I have no idea what's wrong with the show.
Yeah.
I know it's not quite there.
I was looking at X earlier today.
Nice.
And,
I love that.
And thanks. And there were 2 tweets, X posts about James Bond ideas, and
Barbara
I was like,
Broccoli,
"This
yeah.
is
Oh, yeah.
exciting."
She was
it
in Qatar.
It wasn't about Barbara.
Really?
It was about someone asked Daniel Craig at the premiere or whatever festival press conference for Queer if there could ever be a gay James Bond, and Luca Guadagnino was sort of like making fun of the person for asking the question. And then Jenna Ortega said something about a female James Bond, and she says, "I don't want Jamie Bond." So my answer is Jamie. The new James Bond should be Jamie Bond, but it's a male Jamie who is gay.
That's really, really good. I almost would want to end the whole segment, not on the episode, for good on that. We got there.
I mean, I think that'd be exciting for
Johnny
the
Bond of the
listeners.
I think there's no topping what Zach had just said. So
But-
I'll stick with Jamie Bond as well.
And is he
Male and gay?
Male and gay, of course. Yeah.
Of course. That's cool. Allie?
I kind of had a crazy idea, which was that Stacey London and Clinton Kelly are coming back with a new What
Yeah.
Not to Wear show called Wear Whatever the F You Want. And I was kind of like, we've never seen a Bond duo. Maybe it's
Starsky and Hutch as Bond.
Yeah, but it's two kind of quasi-fashion experts, both gay, both giving advice,
male.
but they're tentative about it because they don't want to offend you anymore.
Yeah.
So it's the modern iteration of them. It's not the sort of mean early 2000s.
It's them trying to be modern.
You don't always have to gesticulate.
You just gesticulated as you.
It's because I was thinking about it. You know, it's like when you talk about like chewing gum, you might start.
What's going on?
What did you introduce yourself as?
Zach.
Dunn. Dunn? Word of the day.
Okay.
Dunn or the whole
Dunn.
name?
Dunn. Yeah. It's D-O-N-E though, but phonetically the same. Let's move on. How is everyone's LDW? Anyone do LDW in the Hamptons or?
You think we just got, today's Tuesday after Labor Day.
I was in New York over Memorial Day weekend. Everyone on Instagram was like MDW in the Hamptons. And I was like, is that a music festival? It's just Memorial Day weekend. So I wonder what everyone, where did you spend your Labor Day weekend?
Well, you're mad. You were mad about the Memorial Day thing, so now I don't feel safe to share this.
What is it about the energy that I bring that isn't harsh and good?
That isn't harsh?
It is good and harsh. It's both those things.
You're wondering why the flanks are not really stepping up to the plate. And I think it's because there is a lot of contention on that side of the room. And I feel like, metaphorically, I'm standing behind Zach.
Yeah, like sort of like a phalanx.
Yeah. I feel that way, too. I feel like if they weren't here, I don't know what I'd do. But I know I wouldn't feel good.
Yeah.
I would feel naked almost.
And
I'm trying to power through. I'm trying to ask you guys about your guys' long weekends in the Hamptons.
I don't know. I'm kind of having like a maternal instinct come over where I'm like, protect my boy, protect my boy.
Oh, yeah. I feel that. I really appreciate it.
And I feel like a baby. I feel like I am 2 feet tall and just
toothing.
Toothing.
Yeah.
And terrible twos as well.
I think I have gingivitis.
Really?
I think I have gingivitis because I was chewing gum on the ride over. My gums started bleeding.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Yeah, there's an easy
Do
fix.
You floss?
Was it sharp gum?
It was mint flavored insulation material. Well, I haven't been to the dentist in a minute.
How long we talking?
Obviously, for a few years.
Okay.
So go back.
It might be time.
It's hard because I don't have one out here, and I'm scared of the dentist.
I could recommend you mine.
Dr. Rachel Fine? Or is she fine?
Bird's Eye Dentistry in Hollywood.
I like my dentist too.
Is it It can't be Dr. Rachel Fine. There's no way it's fine.
No.
And she's,
Yeah. But.
Who is it?
This is the dentist plugs.
Yeah.
All right, everyone plug your dentist.
Dr. Kezian in Larchmont.
Okay.
Yeah. And they made me, the first time I went and I got my teeth cleaned, they took pictures. And then by the time the cleaning was done, the hygienist gave me a little book with a front cover of teeth on it. And I looked at the teeth and I said, are those mine? And they were. So that means that during my cleaning, after they took the picture, someone rushed to print this out to present me the front cover that was my own.
But that's like a good thing.
Wow.
That almost feels like a neutral thing that just happened. Like it's not so. I don't need a book with my teeth on it. It is, yeah.
Is this a pediatric dentistry?
No, grown up.
Oh, okay. That's crazy that they do that. It seems like something they would do for a child.
They used to have those books that were like 101 Dalmatians, but it's like Zach's the star, and I would get it as a little boy.
Yes.
It's that kind of vibe.
I had that too. Yeah. Where it's like I want
me being the star. That's scary.
It's September, right? Last time we recorded, it wasn't. What's on everyone's autumnal bucket list?
This is my favorite season of the year.
I know it is. That's why I had to ask, and let's start with you.
Okay, I love fall movies.
Brag.
I love, is that a brag? I love fall movies. I love fall layers. I like fall crisp air. I'm over it being so hot, but I feel like it stays hot in LA so long into the fall,
till
too
like
long.
October, I feel like. Are you going to go apple picking or?
I guess I would if someone asked me, but that's not something I'm going to seek out.
Okay. It's just, it could be like a nice date night.
Yeah,
nighttime apple picking.
Yeah,
Just like, because that way you don't have to pay admission, you know? As long as you're fine with your clothes getting tattered from the fence.
It increases the degree of difficulty. It's maybe kind of fun.
It's sort of the adult dentistry of apple picking.
I really like making a long, complicated
that
soup.
You agree with? That's the only thing so far you've been like, for sure. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I just like making a long broth. And one of my toxic traits is I always start too late in the night.
Making a broth?
Yeah, I'll be like, now's a really good time, and it's 10:30, and then I'm like setting an alarm and like waking up to stir, and
you're like
waking up
asleep for the night, but you're waking up.
Yeah, it's just like, what are you gonna do?
Because some people like stir awake in the middle of the night, but for you that means like
stir awake literally.
Good, I like that one.
Yeah.
So disjointed to be like, oh, that's a good joke.
Yeah.
On a podcast.
You got one. Good one,
guys. Have you ever dealt with enjoy?
With enjoy?
With enjoy, yeah.
Enjoy.
Dealt within.
What is that?
Within joy.
Have you dealt with enjoy?
We're supposed to sort of ruminate on what that might mean.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say I have in a lot of ways, yeah.
Are you saying enjoy or enjoy?
Enjoy.
I think for me, when I'm enjoying something, it doesn't feel like something to deal with. You know.
Okay. See, that's interesting. Now we're talking about something.
Right. I enjoy the enjoyment.
Right. You're present within it.
I try to be. Yeah.
That's my.
At the very least, I'm neutral.
Yeah. It's hard.
I try to go into things wanting to have a good time.
Yeah.
My biggest objective most of the time is to just have fun.
I love that about you.
I don't really care about winning.
But don't you guys think that that's a little rare and that's only something Allie does? Or do you think most people are present and they enjoy enjoyment? Because I feel like when I'm having a ton of fun, I start to shut down physically and emotionally.
It becomes too much for you?
Because you think it's going to end, or because it overwhelms you, yeah.
It's like when you have like such a good meal that you're not even remembering that you're eating, right? You bite into it like a fucking ribeye.
Or
right?
like you're having fun and all of a sudden you're like, when's it going to end?
Yeah, that's almost giving me too much credit. But basically what happens to me is I like, it's like too much of a good thing is like even better, right? So when you're like present within enjoy, it's the opposite of the coin where one face is enjoy. What's the opposite of that? Hate?
Boredom, maybe?
Boredom. So let's play with that a little bit. Let's wrap on that. I fear bore, so I don't be present in enjoy.
Because you fear that if you are in the moment too much, the bore will come.
It's not even that.
I hadn't even said anything, and you started saying no. I'm trying so hard to connect to you. The hardest person on earth to connect with.
Sometimes.
And you're shutting me down.
Yeah.
Because I'm enjoying the conversation too much. So I'm shutting down not only the conversation, but myself.
But I think you just think about joy and enjoyment too much. You quantify it too much, and you bring it up so much, and it's such a big part of your personality that I think it's overwhelming you instead of you. It's keeping you from being present.
Do you think that this is kind of like an Ellen DeGeneres sort of thing, where it's like kindness, 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 and then you find out that like no, she's not the best. She's not nice.
Except Ellen was hiding it.
Yeah.
All right. When was the last time you guys felt utter wow?
Utter wow.
Yeah.
I think driving on the LA freeways I'm presented with a lot of. I hate it, but I was telling Allie, you'll be stuck in hours long traffic, but you'll just be able to look out into the horizon and see the mountains and think, wow.
Did you think that?
I did think that.
Do you feel like the shittiness of being in traffic is what made the wow so intense of seeing the mountains?
Yeah, you can't have any highs without extreme lows.
That's what I'm saying.
I think I said it better.
Yeah, I think Zach said it
and
better.
much more quickly.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, I had a wow.
Okay.
I saw a really, really, really big bunny in a little tiny remote controlled car. And someone was driving the bunny in the car. And I thought, I've never seen that before.
Where was this?
It was
amazing.
It was at Outside Lands.
Dentist.
Yeah, it was at my dentist while they were printing out my teeth.
We need to buy some time to print the book.
It was just crazy to recognize your own
That's a
teeth.
distraction tactic. You were there for hours. That's how they printed the book.
All right, bring out a bigger buddy.
Is it enough to be happy, or must one also be fappy? This one's just for Johnny and Zach.
Be fappy.
So that I don't get fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think happiness you don't need does not preclude fappiness.
Is fappiness, would you define fappiness as just jacking off in general, or like a sort of state of being?
It's sort of a state of being where you're being present within enjoy. And this is good. This is related to the next question. It's also a part of being fappy is aspiring to whimsy, right? And that leads us into our next question, which is, do you aspire to whimsy?
I'm already there.
You're already whimsical.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
These questions are also similar.
What do you mean? There's a bunch.
But I know. That doesn't refute the thing I
They're not
said.
similar. There's just a ton of these. Has life been feeling good to you lately, or just mediocre?
If we're talking extremely lately, like the last 30 or so minutes.
Yeah, like 20, 27
mediocre,
minutes? Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
Is that a shared assumption between the three of you? That's all kind of a feeling?
I think I'm feeling good being next to my parental figures, metaphorical
It's
parental
interesting
figures.
because it feels like a lot like I feel like you guys are my parents and you feel like we're your like there's a lot of
There's a lot of
interesting
dynamics going
dynamics
on.
happening.
Yeah.
It's really kind of intense and powerful. And I feel like Jeffrey's just kind of missing out on that.
I feel like I'm
Kind of the
witnessing
black
it
sheep
and almost
of
like
the
family.
conducting it in a way. Yeah, exactly.
He's like
Yeah.
a cousin who is just like blocked.
I feel
on
like due to Mel
Instagram.
Yeah.
directing the LA Phil, it's unbelievable up here.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of this stuff is happening because of the questions. And even if like I'm isolating me by wowing y'all, that's not a bad day for me.
My enemy's enemy is my friend.
Exactly right. You were just on the show last week. Again, wildly injured, inexplicably on a respirator. Now you're fine. You seem to be somehow having a less good time on this episode, even though you were in pain with a fractured rib last week.
I'm still having a good time. I'm letting my new friends and parents lead the conversation because you're kind of inundating us with a lot of the same questions. I'm kind of losing my train of thought.
Right. It's hard to like even think clearly.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do feel very Amelia Bedelia when I'm on here.
Amelia Bedelia?
Yeah, do you remember her books? Like she just takes things very, very literally and then does it wrong. And sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I'm understanding the words right. And then it turns out I wasn't. I'm understanding it wrong. I'm like, enjoy.
I don't think you're doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the willingness to take accountability. Right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that a lot of other people on the show lack. You know, I come up with these.
Oh, I'm very comfortable saying I think that I'm the problem.
It's me.
But the thing is, you're not.
You're not. Like I think that's an admirable trait, and I feel the same way in many situations, just not this situation.
Right. Because of, you've been through it enough. This is your 6th time on the show.
Yeah.
Are you doing like jackets or something? You trying to make it like an SNL thing?
They were supposed to get me, I think, a big jacket.
Yeah, I wanted to get like a purple Masters jacket. But I don't know even where to start with that.
There was a period where I was the guest who had appeared the most in the podcast. I think a lot of people have passed me since then.
Yeah,
and
but
so
those are like people on the network, I feel like.
I don't know if that's true.
Okay. I hate to even ask, but how is business? How is Pretty Whack Industries doing? You've said nothing about it so far.
We're doing great.
No way.
Obviously, we're doing well.
You've only floundered so far. I wondered if it even still exists.
It's kind of just a well-oiled machine. We're drop shipping on Amazon. And I think that's perfectly fine.
What are you shipping?
Just like anything that we can get our grubby hands on.
Anything with a big profit margin.
Yeah, we're making hand over fist,
So
really.
you're buying up stuff and then shipping it out to other people?
We're buying a lot of surgical tubing as well.
Is that because you had recent experience with that?
Yeah, we're buying a lot of that.
Are you like stealing it from the hospital?
Yeah, we're stealing it from the hospital, selling it back to them.
Physically stealing it from the hospital or buying up so much stock that they can't buy it?
We have a lot of field operatives who are stealing from, Sorry.
Jesus Christ. Don't say, your lawyer should be on this episode and every episode you're on, by the way.
Yeah, I do miss him. We got into a big argument, so can't really.
What happened? You want to say anything about it?
Yeah, what happened?
Or will you update us later?
I'll update you guys later. That's
Same.
that. Yeah.
Before we take a break, I thought of a new catchphrase for you.
For me?
Okay.
So ask me something way too personal.
Okay. Do you feel like anyone's ever truly loved you?
That's done your business.
Got it. So I would say that.
Presumably.
That's
but
done your
once it
business.
catches on, that could be on shirts. That could be what other people are saying.
I feel like this conversation is done.
That's
great.
That would have been the time to do the word of the day.
Yeah.
Right. You did it. You made me say my own name after. It would have been so easy to just have
you
my name be
introduced
said
yourself.
naturally.
Yeah. And we're back. It's been already discussed that usually when Zach comes on, I mean, you need no introduction in terms of your television writing career. It's taken off, and basically you've done, what was the animated show you did? The Tennysons?
I wrote on a show called Bless the Heart. Is that what you're referring to?
That was it. Yeah. So Bless the Hearts. What We Do in the Shadows. Emmy nominated. The Emmys are next weekend, right?
Yeah. A weekend
when this
after
comes
this.
out.
Yeah. Yes.
Did you buy a tux or?
I did.
Black?
I did.
Or did you kind of wow them? Okay.
I went sort of simple.
Are you taking your partner or are you taking your mom?
I'm taking my partner, but this is interesting. She is recently decided. My mom came down to visit,
of course,
and Bree, my girlfriend, decided that she's going to wear my mom's old dress. So
she thinks you're going to propose at the Emmys.
So it's sort of like I'm taking my mom in a way.
This is interesting.
It is. You don't agree?
No, I do. It feels weird.
I feel like in the past, when I've on the podcast, you want me to like talk about things in my personal life, and I'm giving you kind of a big nugget here.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but you're
sort of a Oedipus type situation. You know what I mean? Like
I don't want to know that. I don't want Freud.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you can run with that if you want it.
I want Franks. I don't want Freud. I want Franks. I want to know how much cash you're getting. What level are you WGA wise? So,
we always
coming
do this.
back to this.
We always
Co-EP,
do this.
you said. Co-EP on English Teacher,
Yes,
the new show. Came out today, right?
Yeah, sort of. Yes. Hulu. Wait, I have another thing to say about Brie. So my girlfriend Brie, this is now like a year ago. He knows. I think you know what this story's going to be. Maybe.
No.
Okay. She was driving.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know.
And she was like, she was getting so mad, and she was like, "There's this guy in front of me who keeps making really crazy stops." Like stopping short, and then pulled a crazy U-turn that like almost caused an accident. And she was getting so mad at this person, and the person got in the car, and it was Geoff.
Look, I drive the way I am. Bad. We've done a lot of writing advice. I don't want to say that my writing is there yet.
It's not.
Really?
No.
Because he read like a really recent sample.
Yeah, you have ways to
How
go.
recent?
It was like I wrote it in like all last week in an effort to impress his ass because he was staying with me.
Yeah.
And you didn't like the
it's
subject
good
matter?
when you
or
have a guest to write like a personalized like pilot for them. That's just polite.
It's kind of the host you are.
Yeah.
It's about an awesome host and a shitty house guest. I think it's time we take a break from the writing advice. I really don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm kind of a multi-hyphenate, right? And I'm going for the acting thing as well. Okay. I'm constantly auditioning. Did you say that's awesome?
I said okay. So neutral.
I thought that we could do some acting exercises as well because you see a bunch of audition tapes, I assume, when you're in the room.
No, I mean, I think, you're right. With the writing, you've sort of plateaued. And I think it's good to maybe table that.
Yeah. Table mountain that because I plateaued at a really high altitude.
Yeah. Maybe.
Really?
It's like a table at like like a Japanese restaurant where the table is like sort of in the ground.
It is the grill, yeah.
No.
I thought you meant teppanyaki
I'm
style.
talking about where you take your shoes off and go down.
A Ryokan
but I think
style.
acting-wise, it's sort of an untapped area. And I do think you know, there's worlds where I could be like, hey, maybe Jeffrey would be great for this part.
Yeah, because
you know?
you're in rooms, you're seeing the tapes. Sometimes
Totally.
you're on set, you're working with the actors, maybe pitching jokes. Allie, you used to be an assistant at a management company. You probably saw a shit ton of self tapes. And I mean, Johnny, you're like a natural born viewer.
Sure, I guess that makes me qualified enough to
you
judge actors.
almost live on the Great Way, we should say.
The Great White Way?
Broadway.
Oh.
So you know talent, I would say.
Not really. I don't even live that close to Broadway.
So I thought we could do some open scenes.
Okay.
Which is, for those who don't know, it's like acting classes. You'll often do this where it's like the words are basically gibberish. And it's about how you perform the words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that feel good?
Sounds
Sure.
awesome.
These are real open scenes. I didn't write these. It's not like, oh, like open scenes, and then it's like a stupid scene that I wrote. These are real open
So
scenes.
you know that they're stupid.
No, they're
when
good
you
as
write them.
hell. I do need to act opposite. Maybe you can observe and I'll like switch on and off.
Okay.
by,
Do you want me to
performing.
take on a sort of director type role?
In a way, yeah.
Okay.
If you could just, I don't know. I want your notes on my performance because again, like a writer is not that different from a director and vice versa. Johnny, do you want to kick this off with me? Open scene 1.
All right, who's A and B?
I assume you should cast.
Yeah, you didn't send it to me.
Do you want to see?
Yeah. But just going off vibes, A for Allie,
Yeah.
B for my buddy.
So I'm not even going to do it.
Yeah.
There's only
right.
2.
I just got so excited that Johnny's my buddy. Yeah, you'll be B.
I'll be B.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And if you see anything you can add into there's just 2 characters.
Is it okay if we improvise? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's gibberish, right?
Yeah.
Not really. They're real words.
Okay.
Real words, but there's no meaning behind the overall
I'll take a look
scene.
at them.
Is it okay? So you are giving me permission to improvise.
For this first one, let's stay on book.
Okay. But sometimes in an audition, I'll do like a little button. So maybe I'll do it at the end.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious what that's
You're
going to be.
supposed to like listen to the directors.
Yeah, that's true.
Advice.
But sometimes gold happens when
Okay.
you go.
And so are we ready to go?
Yeah,
Yeah,
ready to go.
let me just
AB?
drop. Do you mind if I drop it?
Yeah,
Oh, so
go ahead.
Allie's reading with me.
Yeah, Allie's reading.
Okay.
Allie, read.
Oh,
ready?
wait. Sorry. I thought I was in scene 2. What's going on?
Read scene 1.
Okay.
Read scene
make
1.
things
Great
easier.
directing.
You're A.
Great.
All right.
You want to
Ready?
get cast, and that's your vibe.
That's true. But do you remember when Lucas Gage was on Zoom with that director?
That's true. Now look at him.
Yeah. He was rep by
He's in the trailer for Smile too.
but not in the movie.
He's only working in trailers.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
This is the worst.
I know.
There.
Happy.
I am now. Yes.
Good. Are you done?
Okay. Now your turn.
Okay, yeah, word of the day.
Yeah. You can't do that in an audition.
What do you
Bella.
mean? Sorry, now you've interrupted the scene. How is it my fault? It was the word of the day. Every time the word of the day is said, I have to say it. I have to press the button. Should we start over?
Let's just take it from Are You Done? And we don't have to do a hawk for that.
If you don't want the hawk, I think we shouldn't go from that line.
I guess I just want to see if you could do it.
Okay.
If you could do it without
Can you
doing
follow a director's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my first test.
We're all artists.
I'm going to be doing a series of director's tests for
Okay.
you, and this is
Yeah.
test 1.
All right.
Mhm.
And I can't improvise.
You can do a button at the end.
All right. Allie?
Okay, now your turn.
Okay. No, this is the worst.
I know.
There.
Are you done?
Okay.
Right. So
It's a different line.
I'm going to call cut.
Are you kidding me?
I'm calling cut
I didn't
before
get to my
button.
button.
You failed director's test 1.
Mhm.
You said, don't press the button on this next line. Different line.
But you could tell I meant.
Mhm.
I don't like when
general.
you start to get calmer, almost as if you're trying to get me to calm down.
I just think, look, this scene, you don't feel in it at all.
It's hard because I have to press the button when she says done.
You don't have to.
You picked this Then you decided the word of the day was done.
I'm starting to feel like maybe I should have cast this before we started the episode because I feel like there was a lot of confusion when I was like, oh, is Allie A? Is Johnny A?
Why is that the problem?
Because how am I supposed to get in when I haven't been able to even look them in the eyes until we start the scene? We've done no prep work. I don't know what my moment before is at all.
Why? It's your show.
I don't either.
Why are you mad at me?
Because you're the director, you said.
So you think before we read the scene, I should have set up some prep work for you guys?
Can you be like, this is your intention?
Okay, why don't we
use these words?
Why don't we move on to scene 2?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's move on to scene 2.
Okay, that was not a good start to
I agree,
this.
but I don't think that was my fault.
Okay.
And I would be like this on set.
So scene 2, okay, I'm going to be casting Geoff, you're A.
Love that.
Johnny, you're B.
Okay. For
Okay.
Buddy, yeah.
Now, do you have any intentions you want to set for this role?
I feel like there could be a return of like spaghetti westerns, right? And I want to be prepared for that. And maybe even use this as like a sample. So maybe we treat this like an old western movie.
Okay. And what are you thinking,
Okay, or
Johnny?
you agree?
I think I'm just going to read it as it is and then follow your direction.
That sounds better. But yeah, let's try that.
Okay.
All right, scene 2 and action.
Shoot.
Oh.
Oh no.
Can you
No, here. Use this.
come on.
I told you to be careful.
I was. It just happened.
There, let me see. Ugh.
Oh, where are you going?
For help. Oh. Physical comedy.
And leave me here. You can't leave me here.
You stay here. I'm off to get help.
No, please. One more time. Try it again.
Stay here. I'll be right back.
Ah. So that's your button?
That's my button.
Your button was repeating Johnny's line.
Yeah, but sometimes there's like maybe in the edit they'll like my better and it'll just work.
Okay. I have a couple thoughts.
More than one? I thought the one thought would be that was perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it was better than scene 1 for
Anything's
sure.
Anything's better than scene 1.
Yeah. I took risks. I used props. I enjoyed.
Sorry, what was your prop?
A gun.
Right.
I pantomimed a gun.
You pantomimed. That's not prop. But I think that ultimately when you said physical comedy out loud, like that's a clear example, right, of show don't tell. Right?
I know, but they're not going to.
You were doing tell rather than show.
They're not going to use that in the edit. You're not thinking about the edit. When I'm acting, I'm constantly thinking about the edit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the levels that they're going to mix it at. I'm thinking of the L cuts they're going to be doing to make the whole thing feel natural. I don't have to act if the editor is good as hell.
But I just think that is such a horrible mindset to go into a scene with. Right? Being like, I don't have to do good. Right.
Is this not your dream?
It is.
Is this not your dream?
I thought I was already good. I don't want to get better at something.
So why are we doing this segment? I thought the premise of the segment was to give you advice.
That was the way to set it up so I would appear humble. I just wanted you to say you're good as hell at this.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, right, I get this is outside of your comfort zone, getting this
It's inside my wheelhouse and comfort zone.
Right, but I think getting the kind of feedback that me and some of my friends here are trying to give you is outside your comfort zone. I think it's a role I've been in a lot on this podcast, right? Is the audit one, writing. I'm giving you a lot of feedback, and you don't like to take it in, but I just keep giving and giving.
Yeah, what about your ass?
What?
What about your ass? Like, nobody ever gives you notes. You're not perfect.
What do you, I get
You're not even
notes
taking your mom to the Emmys.
I'm taking your dress.
Should we do scene 3?
Yeah, sure.
This
feels like it's just so good. And honestly, what I'm going to say, here's what I'm going to say. Use this. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
I am.
Listen to your director.
Yep.
Look at me. Look at me right now. In the eye. Use this. Okay?
Okay.
Character A, character B.
Okay.
And action.
Well?
How are you?
I'm not that well, really.
Why? What's the matter?
Because Zach keeps running me through these open scenes.
Okay. That's not the line.
You said I could improvise.
No, I said you could do a button one time.
Fine, I'll do it. Fine. We'll read this as is. I'll do a button.
Okay.
Well?
How are you?
I'm not that well, really.
Why? What's the matter?
The usual things. How are you?
I'm fine.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I thought of you the other day.
Why?
It's nice sometimes to think back, isn't it?
Absolutely. How's everything?
Oh, not bad. Do you know how long it's been since we met? 2 years.
Long time. Zach keeps running me through these open scenes. He keeps directing me into a hole.
I think that was pretty good.
Yeah,
there's no way.
I would lose the tail. That. I mean, how do you feel as a scene partner?
Can I be honest? I kind of felt like I was natural.
No, you were great.
You were great.
You were great. And I want to be clear, probably a lot of the good things I felt was from your performance.
Yeah. I kind of was trying to give like mumblecore. Did you pick it up?
Completely. It was Greta Gerwig. It was Hannah Takes the Stairs.
I think it was an overall good scene.
When did you put those on?
I enjoyed putting them on.
Is this like a Jack Nicholson thing?
I just feel like actors will often go like this when they're in public, you know, because you can't really tell it's me.
Like a Timothy.
Yeah, in a way. Or a Pauline, yeah.
No, but seriously, I felt like you brought a lot to your performance. There was a real rage there that I found genuinely affecting.
I felt the history.
Yeah.
I felt the hero's journey in your scene.
Really?
Yeah, actually. Truly, this was some of your best work, Jeffrey. So you should really feel proud of yourself.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Was it some of my best work because it was really good, or was it some of my best work because it was just in comparison to the rest?
Yeah. In comparison, it's the latter for sure.
Yeah.
But you have improved.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can't multiple things be true at the same time?
What? All right, we do have to move on. I think I've already been good, and that didn't help much at all.
I mean, it's interesting because we ended with a lot of positivity for you, I feel like, and you still can't accept that. Like, you know what I mean? It's interesting people like push away negative feedback.
Yeah.
But he doesn't even want positive feedback.
I just don't want feedback because I think I know best.
Right.
Good and bad. You guys know Beat Shazam?
Beat Shazam?
Yeah, it's this game show.
Yeah,
where,
I know it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like name that tune.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that. But you have to do it faster than Shazam, really.
Okay.
I thought we could just play that.
Okay.
No, nothing more, nothing less to it.
Sure.
I guess that's fine.
So let me just figure out a way to get Shazam on my phone. Talk amongst yourselves.
It felt like the acting segment, like we were kind of getting somewhere intense and real.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "It's over. We're gonna play Beat Shazam." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
that's kind of just like he has a pattern of doing
The
that.
defense mechanism, really.
Yeah.
He's joined, he
he
gets
can't
it too.
even
That's the crazy
understand.
thing. You were talking about you.
Are you guys familiar with Beat Shazam?
we just discussed that.
I know, but I might edit right back into here. Okay, so I got it. Tap to Shazam, right?
Okay.
This whole thing should be a branded opportunity, but nobody ever sells ads on this shit because we have David Cross this, Jake Johnson that. Everybody's left me in the fucking dust.
This is also just already a TV show, so they would probably just get ads on the show.
Yeah, that's true. All right, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I don't quite know how to do this where it's in the headphones and we can Shazam it. I guess I should do it in the room, huh?
Why don't you?
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Is this a song? It sounds like an ambient soundtrack.
It's a song.
Okay.
It says this is tough. You guys have
Shazam says this is tough?
I've never heard this in my life.
What is this? This isn't...
They got it. Screaming Slave by 9 Inch Nails.
Oh. Okay.
That's not really my wheelhouse.
Yeah, same.
I should have realized this was a Trent Reznor joint.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought one of you guys would get that. Okay, here we go.
Why are we playing this?
It's Beat Shazam.
I know.
Go.
You can't play a song that would be more fun to listen to for the listener.
It's a lot of sort of like noise rock.
Is this just like from a pep rally that you were at?
What is it?
Jam Rag.
By who?
By John Lennon, actually. One of the most famous musicians in the world.
Right, but maybe that's his like 3,000th most famous track.
He hasn't made 3,000 recorded songs.
If you include the Beatles ones, it gets pretty high up there.
So
Really?
the reason why the Beat Shazam TV show is fun is because
people often do beat Shazam.
Yeah, people
which
beat
you guys
Shazam.
aren't doing.
They're picking songs. It's more about the speed. It's like a recognizable song, but you're picking songs that are unrecognizable.
Yeah.
It's not my fault you guys don't expand your horizons, musically or otherwise, by the way.
You're absolved.
Do you listen to these? Do you listen to these songs on your spare time?
Yeah, this is from a playlist that I've saved on Spotify called Unlistenable.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Okay, fine.
Go.
I bet it'll be a weird song.
Yeah.
Can't say it's not music. That's a piano key.
Is this Yoko Ono?
Shazam says this is tough. Guys.
So you
didn't get there.
You beat Shazam.
Ancestors by Bjork. Another really famous musician.
Yeah.
You got us there.
I'll give you guys a gimme.
Why don't we... I feel like why don't we start humming a tune and then I think we could beat Shazam in that way, or have a much more fun time guessing a tune that we hum.
Or it could just maybe like a new I guess we just sing together.
Yeah, see, we could just sing together.
Yeah,
wouldn't that be
Bring
nice?
back the family band.
We just like sang a song together.
Yeah.
Plugs.
Here's my take on what happened in the episode.
Okay.
In the beginning, he was like, it's going to be bad episode, bad guess. And then it wasn't. Things were good. It was going too well.
Yeah,
and he was like, we're going to put in this Shazam segment to bring my prophecy to truth.
I think the segment was really fun. I think you guys took a fucking diamond and turned it into a piece of garbage, which is possible.
I had an idea for a segment. Where we'd practice our evil laugh. I think that that sounds like a fun segment. Yeah.
Fine. Let's do your segment.
Okay.
Right? 3. We'll start on 3.
Well,
we all do it at once?
I thought we do it all at once.
Not all at once.
Okay, well, don't do it all at once. But let's start with, who should we start with?
I want to hear your evil laugh.
All right, ready? Allie's evil laugh, Johnny's segment in 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! No.
You gotta have more confidence. It was great.
That was a Headgum original.